been a blessing for us, but we're sitting right now looking at a bypass that hasn't gotten finished. They finished the section for us as a school district, which we greatly appreciate, but before and after it is sitting there. And there doesn't seem to be any hurry on getting it finished. They work a little bit, they quit a little bit. They come back 4 or 5 months later and they work a little bit more. And I drive that road a lot, so therefore I know. I think we're all a little tired of seeing dirt being moved around, and we're definitely tired of orange. So what would you do to spur them on so that the bypass can be finished? We can bring in some businesses, because you're both business oriented. You can bring in some business that would help definitely our tax base here in this area, and it would certainly benefit all the tax entities, including the school district. So what would you guys do in your position on the council?
So the question is, what would you do about the current speeding up the work that's going on the bypass, if you are so fortunate to be on the council to help move that along? So let's start with you, Mr. McNeil.
I agree with you. It's time to finish it.
Yes.
But in the 97 Finish for Progress, Highway 5 was put on that first Finish for Progress. The bypass was a item that was tagged at the bottom. Only if we have the money, the bypass would be completed. So it was never in the first Finish for Progress. That's a little it's a little confusion, because it was on there, but it had a caveat at the bottom. And with that piece, that's when I went to Washington several times and went and told our story about the Finish for Progress, what we were doing in York, South Carolina, and was able to get $6 million from the federal highway bill for our Finish for Progress shortage on the 97 Finish for Progress. $4 million of that was designated to the bypass. It was designated and put in the account. Now the state, some reason the funding that's coming from the state of South Carolina is slow in getting to the contractors to pay the bills. I don't know why. I hadn't been there in 6 years, so I don't know exactly the internal issues of that. But yes, I think a trip to Columbia would be a good thing, at least to call our legislators that represent us in Columbia and get them to find out what's going on, so we can figure out to get this thing finished and get it done. And economic development is a key for our bypass. It certainly will help our school system in York.